See some comments flowing. We are live everywhere on YouTube, on TikTok, on Twitch, on Patreon, on Facebook. Let's go. All right. Just pulling up all the chats here so I don't miss anything. Yo, Daniel Berry in the house. King D, shout out to the LBC. What up, my brother? And we are midway through the third round here. Yes, sir. Every draft is a little bit different, but the one thing that I will say is, dude, the running backs, man, no matter how crazy some of these drafts get, it is like always the running backs that is like the craziest. I mean, you could start two quarterbacks here, but through the first 2.5 rounds, we only have 6 quarterbacks off the board. You look just in the first round for the running backs, we got 7 just in the first round. All right. Okay. Shout out to the peeps coming through on TikTok. What up? What up? Shad in the house. Leave some comments, guys. I got to do one thing in the background right now. All right. And just let me know, guys. Is everything good with my camera and stuff? You guys see me? Everything working? Let me know. I was having some technical difficulties with the camera earlier. I think I got to do like a big reset. But yeah, let me know. All right? Shad said all good, so we're good on TikTok. How about anybody on YouTube? Let me know if everything's good with the camera, everything good with the volume. Yeah, yesterday I was having some camera issues, and yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. I changed some things up on the configuration. But yeah, super annoying, super annoying. All right, end of the third round. Like, look at all the running backs. I mean, through 3 rounds, we got 3. Shit, no, we had 8 running backs drafted in the first round. I thought it was 7. 8 in the first round, 6 in the second round, and 3 in the third round. I mean, we're at the last pick right now, but this is insane with how many running backs are going. Yeah, dude. So what do we have? 17 running backs in the first 3 rounds. Only 9 wide receivers in the first 3 rounds. We got the 2 top tight ends off the board as well, but that is a little bit insane right there. Yeah, that's the one thing that's cool about these drafts is they're always different. Like, I mean, we do them every day. They're only $10 for peeps watching on TikTok who may not know. And there's a $10,000 first place prize as well for the tournament. So one of the best things that you can do in the off season, have some fun drafting, you get some practice, and dude, I mean, you got a chance to win $10,000 with any of these drafts. All last year we had 300 of these leagues involved. All right. And it's about that time. Who's about to smoke with me? Let's get it.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
And what up, Bryson on TikTok? He said I'm super high on Cam Ward this year. Nice. Like, who were some of the ones who were some of the guys who you would draft him over? Like, guys who are going in the similar area. And Iceman, he said, fantasy drafts already. We're almost here, baby. Yeah, I mean, what are we like? We're like 90 days away, right? I believe because, yeah, I think we're exactly 90 days away on this Thursday. And yeah, man, I mean, we've been doing drafts since the beginning of February for this year. But yeah, Iceman, you should join some of these drafts, bro. I mean, they're only $10 and there's a $10,000 first place prize. And most of the drafts, I mean, I tried to stream them. I obviously can't stream every single one of these drafts. I mean, this is the number 170 70th division that we're drafting, but yeah, man, I'm live for a bunch and they're just fun. We got fast drafts, we got slow drafts. The goal is 420 leagues to be involved this year. Last year we had 300. And we are well ahead of the pace that we were last year as well. All right. And Bryson said he's like my QB7. Okay, shit. Allen, Lamar, Burrow, Daniels, Williams, May, then Ward. That's crazy high, bro. I mean, that is definitely the highest that I've heard anybody ranking him. And is that for redraft or for dynasty? Very curious because I know the rankings could be different based on that. Yeah, let me know. Very interested. Very interested. And Iceman says, I started fantasy football in 2003. In my 3 years doing it so far, I'm a 3-time champ. Bro, I'm just going to say, lucky for you, the leagues that you got in, because that definitely ain't there's that's just pretty good. That's just pretty good numbers right there. You should join a big boy league and see if you have the same results. These are paid leagues, right? And is it like a home league where you're playing with your friends? Is it like a work league? And dude, 2023, man, glad to have you. So what, you've been playing 3 years so far? I started in 2006, so I just crossed the 20-year mark. And Carter, what up, bro? Thanks for the follow. I said, how do you think Kenny Gainwell will be in fantasy? I think he's going to be solid. The one thing that sucks is he keeps getting drafted higher and higher and higher. So that's the thing that kind of just sucks about that. Just higher and higher and higher he goes. And shout out to Bryson for the follow. Shout out to Kevin for the follow. And Top Shelf said best ball. So best ball is a format where it's kind of like set it and forget it. You draft and then the app puts your best players in the lineup based on score. So you don't have to, there's no management at all. And shout out to Jessica, shout out to Sienna, shout out to Daniel Berry. All right. Fifth round. Here we go. Dude, look at Cali Jam, man. He's got Bijan and then 3 quarterbacks over there. And shout out to Bryson throwing in the spicy chili. What is that? I can't see what the other one is. And we got some oranges. Let's go. Time to smoke for the crew. And Kevin said, "Do you think Bowers fall into the third? Not in a like in the single quarterback league. No way. I mean, this is a super flex league where 2 quarterbacks can start. So we see Bowers and McBride drop into the third kind of often, and in this league in these tournaments specifically, like people have been going crazy for running backs, but no, I don't think Bowers dropping to the third is going to be a normal thing in a lot of leagues. I think he's going to go in the second a lot." And Iceman, I've been doing leagues with my boys and others with my family. Cool. I like it. Carter said, is he drafted here yet? Who'd you ask about? No, not yet. We're only in the 5th round, though. He usually I've seen him get drafted anywhere between the 7th and the 10th round. Hey, shout out to Devo coming through on YouTube with the super chat. You the man, bro. Let's go. Woo, woo, woo. And look at that. Devo, a member for 39 months on YouTube. You the man. We're about to smoke this bowl. Smoke this bowl ski.
All right. Fire them up.
I'm about to do a fat dab for Devo. You the man. Thanks for coming through, Devo. And thanks for coming through, everybody on TikTok. If you haven't hit the follow, make sure you do that. And Boss, he said, where should I draft Igbuka? Shit, man. I mean, Igbuka, like, dude, I see him. I mean, what's tough is every league is going to be a little bit different. And shout out to Noah on YouTube. What up? What up? Every draft is going to be a little bit different, but I feel like like he just went right now at the 5'10", and I feel in a single quarterback league, I bet he goes at the end of the third or somewhere in the fourth. So I think that's kind of where you're going to have to jump to get him. If you're playing in a super flex league, with two quarterbacks, you'll be able to get him fifth, sixth round. I mean, maybe even seventh, depending on like if people are going like absolutely crazy with the quarterbacks. And Brown said I drafted him literally right as he was asking. I mean, that's a good spot, right? I mean, end of the fifth is a super good spot to get him in a super flex league. But yeah, I mean, single quarterback leagues, I bet he goes in the third round somewhere. Because like you look at all the quarterbacks that have been drafted before him in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 quarterbacks. I mean, that's like, that's a round and a quarter right there. So if you take away, I mean, and by the fifth round, maybe there's like 3 or 4 quarterbacks drafted. So yeah, take away a whole round. I mean, dude, he's going to go at the beginning of the fourth, I feel like, at the latest. Yeah, Brown said he had high wide receiver 1 potential, high risk, high reward. I mean, no risk it, no biscuit, right? Yo, Jarrett coming through on TikTok. What up, bro? Yeah, bro. Jarrett. TikTok or YouTube. Those are the spots. Screw Facebook. I know I'm like live over there also. But I ain't making no money off of Facebook. I just stream there just so hopefully like new people find me. But yeah, TikTok and YouTube, bro. Those are the spots. Frizzle. What up, bro? And Brown said Buka typically goes 4.8 to the 6.5 in these, depending on how the draft goes. Yeah. And I mean, this one's kind of been a little bit more even with the quarterback distribution, because like we've seen some of these leagues where like you get into the fourth and it's like straight nothing but quarterbacks drafted, So this one kind of a little bit more well-rounded. Dude, and Brown throwing in the super chat. Let's go. Dude, we got 2 dabs that are about to come for these 2 super chats. All right. Oh, hold on. Messages came in. All right. Let's grab our tools over here. Boom, my Dr. Dabber 2.0. Let's go. Did I miss any questions on TikTok? Let me see as I'm packing up this dab. Iceman said my pops and I did 1 league for 2 years, 1 back-to-back. Rest his soul. Man, RIP to Pops, bro. RIP to Pops. And was he the one who got you in? I mean, that's pretty awesome, man. Like, I had to discover this on like all of my own. Like, my dad never did anything cool. And Bryson said, can you give me 1 player to stay the hell away from this year? Give me a second to think, because I'm sure there's a few. But I really feel, pay attention though, in redraft, that Love is the guy who I'm like staying away from at all costs. That Jeremiah Love, the running back, not the quarterback. And it's because you have to draft him so high. Like you literally have to draft him like at the peak of like how good he may do. And that's the one thing that I don't like. So I'm a real huge advocate of like not super paying up for those super top end rookies in redraft, unless it's like a perfect situation, like when Zeke like went to the Cowboys and they had like that insane line and we knew they had nobody else and he was just going to get like damn near 100% of the work. Like, unless it's a situation like that, I'm not wanting to draft these guys like hella early. Like when JSN was a rookie, he was my must avoid player for the year. And it was because you had to draft him so high. And like people hated on me for that. And obviously it's because they're not paying attention to what I'm saying on how, like, it's not that I don't like him. It's I don't think he's going to do good enough to pay off the draft capital. So same thing with Jeremiah Love is I'm just hella nervous on him. And I really just don't want to touch him because of that. And Top Shelf, he said, how do you keep up with who to start with so many leagues if it's not best ball? Well, that's why I also do a lot of best ball, because I love drafting. I'm addicted to it and there's no management. So like, that's what the beauty of best ball is. But I'm in like, I think 30 or 32 dynasty leagues, somewhere around there. And then I'll probably be in like 10 to 15 redraft leagues. So, I'll be somewhere between like 45 to 47 leagues somewhere. Every single day, you have to do little things for your leagues. So like on Monday, like, dude, I'm already doing waivers for like half my leagues, and Tuesday I'll finish them. Wednesday, checking out who I got. Inserting players into the starting lineup, especially Thursday, guys. Like, that's what I prioritize when I'm going through like the first wave. I'm going through the first wave of my starts and sits. I'm always getting my Thursday guys in the starting spots, like in the running back spot, not in the flex spot, in the wide receiver spot, not in the flex spot. Same with quarterbacks. If it's a 2 quarterback league, I'm making sure whoever's starting on Thursday is in that quarterback spot, because it just gives you more freedom. It just gives you more freedom over time. J Phil, what up, bro? Dude, I just really haven't had enough time to put together rookie rankings. And it sucks because I want to. But, dude, there's just not enough time in the day, man. That's what we're going to try to get Jamie on. See if we can get Jamie getting his rankings over here. Because I love talking about what players over what players. But yeah, man, like, well, one of the reasons why I hate ranking so much is because for me, they would probably change like every day. And I'd spend so much time on the rankings that it would like take attention from other things for sure. And Bryson said, get this boy a drink. We're good. We Gucci, baby. We Gucci. Whew. And Carter said I would stay away from Bucky for sure. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are. Like, let's see, where did he get drafted in this one? Dude, like, he got drafted in the 5th round. Yesterday, I think he got drafted in the 7th round. So his value is definitely down, because you go back to before we started hearing all this bullshit, about like potential injuries and just, all the fuckery. He was getting drafted in the 3rd round. So yeah, like a lot changed recently. Whoo, Devo, thank you, bro. And Brown, I'm about to do this dab for you right now. Iceman said, no, I did some with some people from college when I was going to school. Cool, dude. You got to get into some of the leagues that I'm doing, and this is one of the best ways to get an intro into leagues that I'm doing, because it's only $10, and you can kind of see how everything goes. But I host these best ball drafts. I host dynasty leagues, all different types as well. And I host a bunch of redraft leagues, and it's not just like the regular leagues. Like, I host the chopped leagues, if you've heard about those. I host vampire leagues, a forced trade league, auction leagues, Superflex with IDP leagues, like so many different ones. And yo, shout out to Andre on YouTube. He said, Huss, you think Love has a better rookie year than Genty? I bet it's very close, but like that's a really good example, because dude, how hyped was everybody off of Genty last year? I mean, not even just dynasty, like, like when it came to redraft, like you had to draft him in the 1st round. I mean, go back to the Clyde Edwards-Hilairs, of the world, that you have to draft in the 1st round because of the hype. And it's just not worth it. It's really not. Like, they need to do so good as a rookie just to pay off that pick that it's not worth it. Like Genty this year, love him. love him this year. I mean, dude, look at all the moves that they've made to like improve their line. I mean, even if it's just the two big moves to improve their line, like that is huge, compared to last year. Like any kind of thing like that is just gonna like improve these guys. And Brown said Genty finished as RB12. Did he finish as RB12 when it was all said and done? I mean, that's an ugly RB12. Also, a lot of injuries, though, too. Like, that's what's like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's very easy to be a top 12 running back if you stay healthy the whole year. That is one of those things. If you can stay healthy the whole year, it's not hard to be running back 12 because there's so many injuries. There is so many injuries. But yeah, that's a really ugly top 12 finish because I know nobody wanted him last. Like everybody was complaining about him. Like Dynasty's different, but I'm talking redraft. Everybody hated him last year. You didn't even want to start him half the time, but you had to have the depth to be able to not start him as well. And shout out to OMG Rog WTF for the follow. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't hit the follow button, hit that follow button. If you want to follow a legit fantasy football channel, this is the channel. And it's not because I'm just here giving you random advice. I'm actually in the trenches with you guys, playing in a bunch of leagues with you. And that's something that a lot of these just fantasy social media peeps in general don't do. They really don't play in a lot of leagues. They play in like one or two leagues, but they can either articulate themselves very well or they just give the basic advice, but it's like for people who are like brand new, they know more than them. But that's about it. Like when I want to test and see how much of a degenerate like any kind of fantasy like social media person is, I start asking them questions about IDP. And if they're like, bro, what do you mean? I don't play in IDP leagues. I already know they're fugazi right there. Because even if you don't play in IDP leagues, you should still know something about it because knowing defense helps you know offense even better. Yo, Minnesota, I'm already in the house on YouTube. What up, my brother? What is going down? And everybody on on YouTube, is everything good? Is everything good with my audio and visual over there? Austin, what up, bro? And Austin said, wait, I play with 49ers in a league. Is it the same one? 49ers 22? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people with 49ers in their username. But is it the same one? 49ers 22? He said, same guy, same picture. Hey, that's Dan. That's 49ers Dan right there. Cool. Marty said, looks good. Thanks, bro. Woo. Yeah. And Austin said, it's funny. I mean, that's what's cool, man. Small world, right? Small world. And I can't remember if it was last year that Dan found me or if it was the year before. But dude, he's in a bunch of these leagues, these drafts. Only $10 drafts, and there's a $10,000 first place prize. At least that's projected based on 300 divisions, which we had last year, and we're on pace to do more this year than last year. Yeah, and dude, Austin, you should join some of these, bro. Just shoot me a message on Sleeper at FF Hustler 420. You won't see me on the screen. This one filled and it didn't need me to draft. If it ever fills really fast, I just don't draft. I'll just be here commentating on the draft. But yeah, these are super fun. Whew, and thanks for the follow, bro. And what is that? Verksy said Jefferson that late. The 2-2. Yeah, I mean, you just look, people wanted to prioritize their running backs a little bit more. I mean, there was 5 running backs to end the first round, so that was a little crazy. Austin said, I've never done best ball, man. I've strictly done super flex. It would be new to me. Well, here's the thing. Like best ball, like, okay, I don't know if you guys have heard of like Underdog or DraftKings, but like they host best ball tournaments as well too. And like a lot of people are into it because you draft and then the season just kind of plays itself out. Yes, Gabe Agoo, yes, super flex, yes. That's why you see all the quarterbacks drafted so high for sure. And it's thank you guys. I like when people come in and they're like, "Hey, is this a 2 quarterback league or is this super flex league?" Because then it shows you guys know your shit and you're not just like some rook. Like when the newbies come in and they're like, "What? Josh Allen drafted in the first round? This guy doesn't even know what he's doing." You can like tell that those people are just like super newbies, bro. Just super newbies. And but yeah, Austin. So yeah, it's literally just to set it and forget it. It's almost like just a draft tournament. You draft, you pay the $10, and then if your team is in the top 4 after week 14, when the playoffs start, your team moves on to the tournament playoffs. So 25% of the people in the tournament are going to make the first round in the tourney playoffs. But yeah, man, you should definitely get in. It is super fun. And Verxy said, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was a late 2. No, it's Snake. Yeah, he got that. He was right at the 2-2. I mean, he's usually right there at the beginning. I mean, I've seen him slip. I mean, dude, I don't know how CD Lamb slipped to the 211. Like, that's crazy. And Isaiah said, "Get Schmitty, bro." So I'm not drafted in this one, but you're talking about Devonta Smith. He got drafted at the 6-6. So yeah, he's been gone for a few rounds now. And Austin said, "I'll shoot you a message, man. I don't mind learning new leagues." Yeah, bro. I mean, these are super fun. And this, like, I do this full time. Like, I have a full time fantasy football business, and that's what I do. For all everything that I got going on. So I spend a bunch of time doing this. And these drafts are super fun, man. It's like a community within the community because we have a huge community on Patreon and on Facebook. On Facebook, I created one of the very first fantasy advice groups. I mean, this is back in like 2016, and there's like 100,000 people in there. And it's pretty awesome, man. Pretty awesome. And then on Patreon, 420crew.com. If you guys know about Patreon, go join over there. You can join for free so you can follow along with stuff. But if you get on as a paid member, you're supporting the movement, but you are also going to be getting a lot of advice and information that I specifically put for paid members. Stuff that I put hours and hours and hours worth of research every week. And Ricky, what up? Traded Amon-Ra for 4 first-round picks and George Pickens. There we go, man. He said win or loss. He said, well, I mean, it was, I mean, that's dynasty, right? I mean, it has to be because you said 4 first-round picks. I mean, I guess it could be a keeper. Hey, shout out to Johnny. What up, bro? He said, thanks to everyone who's been filling the orphans. We're almost there, bro. I started off with like over 200 orphans this season. I'm down to like 50. Down to like 50. And shout out to Crispy. What up, Crispy? And yeah, and Ricky, that's the only way that I'm trading someone like Amon-Ra. It has to be like 4 first-round picks for like capital, because it's probably not going to be teams that like suck, that have the 101, 102 that are like trading you. It's probably going to be someone with a late pick, right? So yeah, that's why I'd want like the equivalent of that. And if not, why would I trade him? Like, that's like another thing. I feel like some people, they're like, I have to make a trade no matter what. So then they'll like devalue guys because they have to make a trade, for whatever reason. And yeah, I don't like that mentality when it comes to dynasty. I'd rather hold especially when there's months and months and months before the season, right? Like, I mean, there's no reason to force a trade unless you're getting the value that you want, because you can always revisit it weeks later, a month later, 2 weeks later, and the season still hasn't even started. Yeah, Austin said 1.5 through the 1.7. Yeah, for sure. Amon-Ra is definitely a keep for me unless I'm getting another top 10 wide receiver plus picks. Yeah, I mean, Amon-Ra is like so good that he's just someone that I really don't even want to trade away. When people devalue him, I want to buy him off of them. And that is for sure. Whew. All right, dude. Hutchinson and Garrett, first IDPs off the board. Ooh, and Andy got Hutchinson and Crosby as a crazy IDP duo right there. Austin says, especially PPR, he catches 12 to 14 balls each game. I mean, exactly, right? Like, I mean, I know that he might not have his high highs, every single game. And I think that's why he probably gets devalued a little bit. A lot of mouths to feed, and Gibbs gets a lot as well. Got Laporta, you got Jameson. I mean, you got a bunch of people over there now. But yeah, if he's going to get me 10 to 14 catches and like just around 100 yards, I know that's not going to be like wide receiver 1 on the week, but that is going to be a damn good, score in my starting lineup. That is for sure. That is for sure. Ooh, there goes Rodgers in the 10th round. It's like just sneakily, he's like moving up to where you have to draft him in the top 10 rounds, which are like technically all the starters. I'll say exactly, bro. Might finish with 80 yards, but I'll give you 13 points off his receptions. I mean, right? Yeah, like, dude, if you're getting close to 20 points just off of your receptions, not even mixing in yardage, not even mixing in touchdowns, I mean, that's a baseline that I want. Because no matter what, like, that's the volume that everybody is chasing. Like, everybody wants efficiency, but it's like, dude, if you're getting volume like that, the efficiency can lack a little bit. Because like that volume is just going to carry. Michael Pittman and Michael Wilson back to back in the 10th round. Yo, Chef Chunky said he said the fantasy football boss man is live. What up, Chef Chunky? What's going on, bro? Thanks for coming through, my man. 10th round, baby. 10th round. We got TJ Watt. Off the board. That's and Matt, you in here? You in here, Matt? Man, you drafted him. I'm not saying you don't draft him. You probably could have waited like a round or two. TJ Watt's not getting drafted at his peak like he was. Peace out, Austin. Yeah, send me a message on Sleeper, bro. We'll chat it up. I'll get you into one of these drafts. And ask message 49ers 22, message him and let just ask him about these drafts. Like, he's loving it. Just if you want like another just if you want to hear like get the lowdown on me. Chef Chunky said, feel like dishing out some free advice, homie. I mean, just ask some questions, man. That's what I do. And Stanky Gusso said Scat is crazy overrated, man. Dude, I said it last year. Definitely saying it this year as well, too. I mean, in a single QB league, I'm sure he'll get drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round a lot. In a super flex league, like, man, I don't want to touch him like in the 3rd. That is I mean, this is probably one of the highest I've seen him drafted. He goes in the 4th and 5th round a lot, but he gets hurt a lot. And that's the one thing that I don't like about him. He is I mean, he doesn't really protect himself much when he runs. That's like the crazy part, right? Like, I mean, I feel like he just opens himself up for a lot of big hits, and that ain't good. And Ryan said ETN over Neighbors and Caleb. I mean, this is I mean, dude, Dave knows what he's doing, but look at all the running backs though. Like, that's why. Like, I bet that doesn't happen in a lot of regular drafts, but like, look at how many running backs went. I mean, there was 8 in the 1st round. There was 6 in the 2nd round, and then 3 in the 3rd round. Like, dude, I mean, running backs were just going like crazy. Chef Chunky said, you giving up Brees for Bucky in a 2nd. Nah, man, I don't want to trade for Bucky right now. Like, dude, there's way too much around his injuries that, like, nah, man. Like, I want to wait and hear more info about him. Unless you're buying them at like pennies on the dollar, and giving up Brees ain't pennies on the dollar. So no, I would not do that. Stanky said he was a 4.6 guy before destroying his ankle, 4.8 guy the rest of the career at a max. I mean, we'll see. I mean, even 4.8, I mean, it's not slow, but yeah, you're gonna have to be real shifty at that point, right? Because like the top end speed, you're probably not gonna burn a lot of people. You're gonna get hawked. All right, Chef Chunky said, thank you for talking me off my own demise. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, man. I'll help you make a level-headed decision because, yeah, like, I mean, if we go back a couple months, I'd probably be like, yeah, man, that's a good trade. Like, I bet Bucky bounces back like really dope in 2026. But nah, man, not now. Like, dude, we've been hearing way too much stuff that makes me way too nervous about his injuries, man. And like, wouldn't it fucking suck if like you trade for him and then it's like 2 weeks later, it's like, yeah, he's having this issue. He's starting on the pup, and then he's out for 6 weeks, right off the bat. Like, I mean, not the worst thing in the world, but that would suck, like happening right away after you trade for him. And like, that's what I just like. I have this feeling like something like that is going to happen, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, Chef Chucky said that's how it goes too. Yes, Ian, like, I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. That sucks. It sucks when you're on the receiving end of that. I mean, if you trade the guy away and then it happens, I mean, I'm sure we all feel bad, but at least it didn't happen to us. Yeah, so yeah, good, man. I'm glad you came here to ask that. And VVS, Javante or Scat in a 32-man dynasty league. I feel like Javante is a little bit safer. That's where I'd probably go. Like, I would draft Javante higher than Scat. Oh, look at Brown locking down Gray and Dodson.
Well, obviously.
Let's go. Chef Chunky Scat feels like his shelf life would be very short. I mean, it's the way he runs, man. He runs with like reckless abandonment. Like, that's what makes me nervous about him. I don't hate him, but I devalue him because of that. Like, I think the only time that I got him in these drafts is when I got him in like the 6th round. And I felt like it was like such good value that it was like, yeah, I'll get him there. But like, he got drafted in the 3rd year. He gets drafted in the 4th. Like, I don't want that. And shout out to VVS. I appreciate the insight. Hell yeah. And make sure you guys hit the follow button if you have not. I swear, I will be your best fantasy football resource. And that is like no cap. But it's because I play in all these leagues. I've been playing for over 20 years and I've been commissioning for just as long. The only year I didn't commission was the very first year that I played. And yeah, dude, like I just have insight on like, just so many different things that a lot of people don't even think of. And like, even like, see how we're drafting defensive players. There's so many of these fantasy football social media guys who like, they don't even play with defensive players. So like, they understand like random things that they like read stats wise, but they don't know why the stats are what they are because of the individual players that are making things happen. And VVS said, love the IDP leagues, bro. You definitely found the right place then, because there's not a lot of guys who even talk about IDP, let alone play in IDP leagues. And the first league that I ever played in was a 2-quarterback IDP league. I just thought that was how everybody played. Literally, social media made me realize that that's not how everybody plays. But these leagues that I do, this league that's drafting right now, it's a $10 draft with a $10,000 first place prize for the tournament. And I made it very easy on the IDP side. You only have to start 5 IDP players and it's all flex players. So just very, very easy. This is my way of kind of like converting people to start to at least play in an IDP league, very, 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 very small stakes, and you get to learn. You're going to learn a lot if you do 2 drafts, $20, you will learn so much in those 2 drafts. And Chef Chunky said, once you go IDP, there's no going back. I mean, yeah, I play in some leagues that are offense only, but yeah, man, I mean, if I got my pick, it's going to be a super flex IDP league. Oh shit, Crispy said someone just joined the number 6 Superflex IDP. Nice. We were waiting. Someone, I can't remember who told me, but someone said that they had a friend who was gonna join. Let's go check it. Oops. Let's see. All right, we have 3 empty teams over there, man. That sucks. There we go. Oh shit. Andy said, bro, 1v1 me versus you in the draft. Bro, knock it off, man, with that 1v1. He said, where do you get your hats? This is the company is Grassroots. Grassroots. I love the hats, man, because I don't really rock like sports hats like anymore. Like I'm mainly rocking these lifestyle hats, bro. And VVS said, oh, that's a nice setup. Yeah, I mean, for my other, if we're in the dynasty leagues or the redraft leagues, like it's usually like 8 or 9 like IDPs. But yeah, like I want to make it really, really easy in this tournament because I don't want people to be little weenies about joining. Like I want to be able to tell someone it's very, very easy to draft 5 to 10 IDP guys because we're talking, you got like 400 guys to choose from, and if you're going into bench spots, I mean, dude, you got like thousands to choose from. But yeah, so that's because it's my whole goal to make IDP the norm. Like I know it's probably going to be impossible for me to do that by myself, but I know every single year I'm getting dozens, if not over 100 people like introduced into playing in IDP leagues. And so like literally if I can get 100 or more people like introduced every single year, like that feels like a big accomplishment for the IDP community. And Andy said, I don't own any hats. What other brands do you like? I mean, I'm pretty loyal to certain brands, and like this is the only brand that I haven't bought a different hat other than the Grassroots hats. Shit, I don't even know. Like might be like maybe before COVID. Yeah. And I have a lot of different ones. Like I may only rock like the same, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 like on the live streams or whatever. It's like I'll get different ones for like the year. I'll get like 4 or 5 for the year. Once the other ones get like worn out. Then those just get passed on. VVS said, hell yeah, I promote the IDP leagues. I love the competition it brings. Yeah, for sure. Because like there's no accidental wins when you play in the IDP leagues. Like I know everybody has a story of like some big championship game where it was like one player literally won the game for him, and like that doesn't happen in IDP leagues. I mean, it just doesn't. You need like a complete team. Like even this, I mean, there's 15 starters that are in this. Like that's not a small starting lineup, and in a lot of the leagues that I host, it's usually like 18 or 19 starting spots. So it is it's almost impossible for an accidental win to happen or a fluky win to happen. And I mean, I guess there's fluky wins, but it's like you need fluky stuff happening on both sides. Johnny, what up, bro? He said IDP is a natural progression of liking fantasy football. He said standard, then PPR, then Superflex, then Dynasty, then IDP. Yeah, it's like once you're open-minded about getting outside of like that very first style of league that you joined, it's like you're just opening Pandora's box, and like, yeah, Superflex. I mean, I guess what's crazy is like, yeah, I guess I don't even think about like standard. Like, I mean, I know that there's people who play in standard leagues and I still don't understand it. It's like, how does a reception not mean anything? Like I know the yardage means something, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. And Stanky, I assume this is not a dynasty startup. You assume correct. This is a redraft league. Yeah, if this was a dynasty startup, probably be more quarterbacks going earlier, I would assume. But yeah, this is a redraft, a best ball league. There is 10 offensive starters and 5 IDP starters. So 15 total starters that people are drafting here. And yeah, Johnny, it's awesome that you've been doing the same thing over there, just naturally getting these people to progress, man. I love it. And sometimes if people just meet me, they just skip the first couple steps and they just jump all the way into the deep end of the pool. That's what it's all about. Look at that. Kelsey in the 14th round. People just totally forgot about him. Because I swear last couple days he's gone in like the 10th or 11th round. But yeah, he totally slipped there. And look, it's when people start getting into, oh man, I don't know what happened to Andy, but he's on auto right now. Damn, he's been auto and IDP since round 9. And Walm 538 in the rookie draft. Should I trade the 201 and the 204 for the 109 and take KC? Probably. I mean, especially if your team's like pretty top heavy, because I don't know, like who are you going to get with the 201? Like maybe like Omar Cooper, Denzel Boston, like one of those guys. Maybe like the 204s, like Antonio Williams, like something like that. I think I would rather just have KC than the combo of like two of those guys, because I feel like either way, all those guys are going on the taxi, like no matter what. Like, I mean, I just feel like every one of those guys is just going to funnel right into the taxi squad until something pops, with them. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. If your team is more of a rebuilding style, I wouldn't do it though. I would just take Boston or Cooper and Williams with that other one. I would just, because at least you'll get 2 dart throws with that for your rebuild. KC, I still feel like is not like guaranteed of anything. Well, it's a very young team. Got Gentila, Pickens, JSN, Kraft. Yeah, I mean, if you got a very young team like that, I mean, like, even if you're not like a playoff contender necessarily, well, no, not a play, like even if you're not a championship contender, but you're still kind of like a playoff contender, like, yeah, I would say, I guess, how many spots in your roster, like your starting roster, do you feel like you have to replace? If you have to replace only one, like, there's one guy in your starting lineup where you're like, man, this guy can't be a starter for me. Like if it's only one guy like that, I would make the move to get KC. But if you have a couple spots in your lineup, like a flex spot, a wide receiver spot, where it's like, I got to get these guys out of my starting lineup before the season starts, I probably would not make the trade. Brown, you're on the clock in 155, bro. I just made my pick. Chef Chunky said Casey's going to be exciting until you realize the team. I wish you went somewhere else. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's another reason. Like, it just landing spot almost makes more of a difference than anything, because all these guys are talented. Like obviously coaching and schemes and all that. Like all those things make a difference, but all these guys are talented. It's like they need to be in the right system that's going to utilize them the right way. And I think one thing also, I know wide receivers are a little bit different to where like first round wide receivers, like you're probably going to be in the mix like right away, whether it's wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. But like a lot of times, if you don't have, like, I mean, they got Jerry Jeudy, but him and KC, I mean, I don't know, would Jerry Jeudy even warrant the number 1 all the time on the other side of things? Like if KC ends up getting the number 1 cornerback on him for like, I don't know, 30-40% of a game, because like it's just like that cornerback is just on the side and they keep like moving people around, that might not be good for him. That might not be good for him. VVS, I gotta hope I get traded or something for sure. Chef Chunky, Jets use Sadiq. I'm buying the motherfucker everywhere. They better. I mean, they've only had limited success to the tight end is what scares me, but I've still took Sadiq in some areas, like over KC. And Bluefish interested in where Michael Wilson's going. He went in the 10th in this draft. Let me see. Where at the 10-6, right after Michael Pittman and Laporta for the offensive guys. Chef Chunky, Jerry Jeudy isn't even the number 1 on his on his own fantasy team. Yeah. And Matt at Facts, I feel like Sharp Leagues Chase is going early. I mean, you're talking about Jamar Chase? I mean, he's always going to go early. Or you talking about Chase Brown? Which Chase you talking about? Yeah, dude, no problem, Brownies. I'll get to it soon. Playing what? Playing phase 10 with the fam as well, bro. Multitasking. I like it, bro. I like it. Crispy said 2 trades pending in League 50. Thanks, Crispy. I'll make my way over there right meow. Okay. Where is number 50? Let's see what trades are here. Sam Laporta for TJ Hawkinson, the 307 and the 311. Shit. I would definitely want the Sam Laporta side of that. And then same guys made the same trade. Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110 for Malik Willis. I mean, I would much rather have Malik Willis over Rodgers, but getting all those other pieces, if it's just a depth quarterback, man, like I like getting Adams in that 110 and Rodgers over Malik Willis. And Mad Fact said Chase Brown. Okay, yeah, for sure, dude. I mean, look, he went the 2-4 in this draft. I mean, there's a lot of running backs that went off the board, but I feel like every draft he's going in the second round, and it's usually the high second. And Giants have Conception or Boston went to San Fran. We'd be so psyched about him for sure. For sure. But they went to Cleveland. Shout out to Ghost Monkey. And Jay Minton said Laporta, it's a Laporta steal. Man, I mean, seemed like a steal, right? Oh shit. Let me text Phil. All right. And Chef Chunky looked into Randall at all? Yeah, I mean, I've drafted him and Hill, like kind of just, especially in these ones, like we have like 35 rounds, so yeah, and like in ones like this, I've tried to like pair them up a little bit. Bluefish Chase Brown was top 5 second half of last year. I mean, dude, when the Bengals are clicking, man, just needed Joe Burrow, needs Joe Burrow to be on the field. A lot better things happening. He was also 30th in the first half. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's first half wasn't the best for the Bengals last year. That's for sure. All right. So, all right, we got someone taking over an orphan team. We love it because we need it. Yeah, this team is pretty good, man. Baker, Herbert, CD, Trey Henderson. And what is it? Pick 107. There we go. We only need 2 more in this one now. 2 more orphans to fill. Okay. right. If anybody has any questions on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you guys are at, throw it in the chat. Just doing a little something behind the scenes here. And it's going to be about time to smoke. All right. Thanks for keeping me posted, Crispy. See anything else happening in any of these other leagues, let me know. I got like everything kind of closed down in the background. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Let me. All right, hold on one sec. Gotta move some stuff around here. So let's put that. All right, 1 second, guys. Actually, and what I can do is play a quick song.
Yeah, 420. Light it up, smoke it. Let that bud choke it. Drop a super chat. I'll hit a fat ass dab. And we roast your lineup straight out of Vegas. 420 crew. Let's get elevated.
Yeah, roll that blunt, light that screen. It's the 420 crew, fantasy football supreme. The 420 hustler, every line full blown. Alex the hustler, turn the mic to a throne.
Yeah, every 4 ball. Straight out of Vegas. Name is Alex the Dawn, fantasy hustler. Drafted till dawn, Patreon popping. The crew runs deep, savages grind. No time for sleep. Dynasty redraft.
All right, 1 sec. I'll be right back.
IDP tournaments. Yeah, we run them all. 420 network, living out the dreams. Smoke sessions live, YouTube streams. Wave a wide rip, start sit, no delay. Grind never stops, that's the hustler way. Ricky Williams rolled through, blunt in his hand, talking Heisman runs in that South Beach brand.
It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP rankings, Zach Bond the best. Linebacker point sacks.
Yeah, Zach Bond the best.
Count every stat while we cheap and we boss. It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP rankings, Zach Bond the best. Linebacker point sacks. Tackles for loss, we count every stat while we cheap and we ball.
Sunday watch parties, game day lit in the crib. Big screens, big buds, big bets on the rib. Vegas live drafts, MGM sweet with the crew. Smoking on that Zaza, drafting with the crew. Hustlerpod.com, merch links, the whole scene. Fantasy Savage badge if you join the machine. IDP, best ball, Tony entries running strong. Draft deep rounds, pray your defense don't go wrong. Wilbur Smith, Parsons, Warner in the mix. We stacking those tackles like bricks.
Them bricks.
Dynasty startups, rookie drafts in June. Fantasy fights.
Rookie drafts in June.
It's got Apple Pod, Spotify, Red Circle 2, 1,000 episodes. We're coming for you at FF Hustler 420, tweeting fire takes.
Drop that bum ass running back. Go get Jake
Ferguson, that is free tier, Patreon, still get the smoke.
Chris says, I love this motherfucker sends me shit trades and tries to convince me like a bad car salesman.
We study them tapes while we float in the air. 420.
Joyce, are you talking about me? I said my best work for you. KTC stands for keep tanking crispy. That's hilarious.
420 fantasy hustler, take your ass home.
roll it tight, pass it all night long. Mic drops
Hitting hit from the bone.
420, 420, hustler, IDP, we the motherfucking crush. 420, hustler, IDP, we the motherfucking crushes.
Yeah. All right, think we're just gonna have to get some more smoking going on. Let's see. Let's get a classic on here. Crispy sent me one of his trades, Johnny, that he received, one of the ones he was talking about. So, what would you do with this, Johnny? So, Crispy would receive the running back Giddens and Trey Henderson, and he would give up Kyren Williams and Zach Charbonnet. Would you accept that? Yeah, definitely wouldn't take that. Let's see. Oh, this one goes out to Crispy because, Crispy sometimes gets into beefs with his boss, and we got to remind everybody. Crispy's always like, fuck this job. Round 20. I'm probably not going to be live all the way till the end of the draft. So if anybody wants a grade, feel free to throw it in, like leave a comment now, and we'll get a couple more rounds in, and I'll start doing the drafts. Start doing the grades. But how about now? What was it? Keep trade cut just makes people worse managers, I feel. Yeah. Right. Yeah, for sure. Right? Because they're trying. Yeah. Yeah, man, and that's just like pretty lame in general, right? Like, and if it's a free league, whatever, use whatever resources you want, and make whatever bad trades you want, and I'm sure those leagues, like, they'll find someone either way. But when it's a money league and people start making like really really bad trades, it sucks because it ruins the trade market for the entire league, and that's one thing that, like, it just sucks. It really does. Yeah, TJ said someone just got a haul for Malik Willis today. Yeah. So what do you think about this, Jamie? This trade just went down. It was Malik Willis on one side by himself, and then the other side, it was Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110. This year's 110. Yeah. And also, Jamie, just to preface it, this is in one of my leagues, where it's like the 6 point passing, and you get a little bit more for the passing yardage. Uh-huh. Brown said he likes the Willis side if he's rebuilding and not in contention. Yeah, so the other side of the trade was Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, and the 110. Yeah. So you know what's funny is like, man, there was in one league where I have Aaron Rodgers and I'm kind of like a little bit of like rebuilding mode. Like I put him on the block just to see if anybody would be interested. And like the only offers that I got, it's a super flex IDP league were 2026, sixth and seventh rounders. That's it. I was like, dude, are you crazy? I was like, I'm not selling him for like less than a second. Like he's a starting quarterback. Yeah, I mean, it's just I mean, the quarterbacks, like, because that's one thing that I'm not gonna do is, like, undervalue, like, the value of a quarterback, like, getting, like, I know that Aaron Rodgers might not be great, but the depth that people need at quarterback in these super flex leagues, I've sold like I remember selling Mason Rudolph in mid-season for a third rounder because somebody needed a starting quarterback that week or it was an automatic loss, you know? And so like they paid the third rounder, for Mason Rudolph. I know it's different timing, you know, but yeah, it's ridiculous how low like people like expect to like get some say it one more time. Mhm. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know that I don't know how I mean, there's a lot of people who are hating on Ken Walker, and I don't really know why, because now he's in a system where he's gonna get way more work. He's always been good. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think people just get way too emotional with trades is what it is, like, not liking a player or whatever, and you just get rid of them, or, like, in June, thinking that you have to force a trade, like the season's about to start or something, like, that's another thing that I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And Crispy said Singleton, Antonio, or Emmett. I mean, team needs, but I feel like I'm going well, no, just out of these 3, how would you rank them, or who you picking? That's what he's asking, just out of these 3. Who would you like, who's your number 1 out of these 2 guys? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, and Brownie said, "I'm." Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think Antonio Williams is like, I think he'll have more opportunities to shine, like, earlier in the season, but even him, like, he still might have to wait till, like, mid-season for anything to, like, actually happen. Yeah, there's gotta be an injury or something that happens that, like, gets him, like, forced into the top 2. Yeah, yeah, mhm. And I wonder, like, if the Brandon Ayuk stuff, if that's just a troll job or if they actually are, like, in talks. Yeah, he's not helping himself with all the shit that he's doing on social media right now because nobody wants to deal with that. Yeah. Shout out to Matt on TikTok coming through and throwing in the cap. You the man. You the man, Matt. Yeah. Thanks, Crispy. Okay. Yeah, Brown said he's grown on Walker, this past week, he said for certain reasons. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, yeah. Udi, what up, bro? He said he thinks Zach Wilson's gonna is Zach Wilson gonna keep up his value, or and Michael Wilson. Okay, I think that's what it might be. He said, or is Marvin Harrison Jr. He said, or is Marvin Harrison Jr. gonna step up more? I mean, I feel like a third year breakout for Marvin Harrison is coming. I really do, but I do think that Michael Wilson is still going to be solid as well. Like, I mean, you can't take away what he did last year, and like, he's gonna get utilized more than he did at the beginning of the season last year because he just wasn't getting used a lot in the beginning of last year. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I guess I can't even remember, but he was a second rounder, you know? Like, I mean, went to a small college and yeah. He was like Jordy Nelson, right? Who was, like, balling, like, over there, like, before he started. Crispy said, where are you rating Hurst?" Yeah. I'm assuming amongst rookies, I mean, Crispy's yeah, he wasn't too specific, but okay. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, Jerry Judy's gotten screwed, man. He's, been with bad quarterbacks and on bad teams. I don't know what happened, Jamie. You started going blurry. I'm not blurry, you're blurry. And Tony said no such thing as a perfect ranking list or just opinions. For sure, man. That's why I really don't like doing rankings. I really I mean, it was a joke, for a while. Like, I mean, just ranking him as high as you were ranking him. We all knew that that part of it was a joke. But I will tell you though, I mean, even like I'm trying to think of the guy's name. The guy who would do the Tequila Thursdays. Um, damn it, what the fuck was his name? I'm sure he's still doing shit. He was the guy who was like working out and had a sword. Damn it, what is his name? But he seems like a real degenerate, is what he seems like for like the casual like people. And I just remember like he would just beat the drum of like certain players, and no matter what, those guys were still just like must starts. They were always ranked real high, and it's like hard to take anybody seriously who doesn't change their opinion as new information comes. Yeah. Hmm. Be water, my friend. Hell yeah, man, because there's so many variables. I think that's what it is people don't adjust, like, with the variables, because they could literally change from week to week, literally depending on everything, the defense that you play, the D line that you're going against, the linebackers you're going against, the DBs you're going against, then on the other side, the offensive schemes that you're going against and deploying, like that's what's cool about fantasy football because there's no one strategy that's going to win you anything. Like if you just do the same strategy for every draft and you win one of the leagues, there's no guarantee that all those other ones are going to win as well. And look at this, and Tony on TikTok, he said, "In one of my leagues last year, I had Bijan and McBride in a 10-man league and finished in last place." Right? Like, I mean, just I mean, yeah, I mean, just or or the reason why I hate 10-man leagues is because every team is, like, really good. He probably had a shitty schedule, and that's, like, literally just bad luck that you can't overcome. Like, every one of us has played in a league where you've had the worst schedule out of everybody. You have the most points again, and it sucks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the one thing that I'm gonna start I mean, I do it in the Hustler Green Bowl, and I wanna start doing it just in more redraft leagues and then, maybe over time, like, mix it into Dynasty. I like that seventh playoff seed like they do in the NFL, and then only one team has a bye. Yeah, no, only one team has a bye. Yeah. So instead of it being 2 games that happen that first week, only one team has a bye, but then there's 3 games that happen that first week. So that's it makes that number 1 spot that much more valuable because only one team gets a bye, you know? That's the big thing. You're the man. I'm gonna go download it right now. This is the one that you just finished? Okay. Okay. Cool. And Tony said, "I never liked PPR leagues." He said, "What if all your running backs can't catch?" Well, I mean, I think the reason why PPR is there is more for the wide receivers. The running backs who can catch, which it's higher of a percentage than it was, 20 years ago and more than 10 years ago. And every year, I think we just get more and more running backs that can actually catch as well. Like that's part of the strategy. If you're Yeah, because not every running back is gonna get 60, 50 plus catches, per season, like mhm. Yeah, and dude yeah, and Landon, he said, "I'm in a 16-man league." He said, "Had the 16th pick and drafted St. Brown and McBride and finished 16th." Yeah, see? And, I mean, if it's super flex, yeah, it probably wasn't a super flex league. Um Mine does too, but now I'm just realizing unless it's someone that I already know, I'm just assuming it's single quarterback. Like it's just yeah. Landon said the best choice was Herbert though. And see, I guess it all depends on the scoring as well too. Like I mean, I don't know, a guy like Trey McBride, you didn't come in 16th place because of him. Like I don't think he came in 16th place because of Amon Ra. A 16 teamer, I mean. Oh, and he said all of them got took in the first round. Yeah. That's what he's saying. He's saying the best choice at the time was Herbert. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Tony said there's a famous 32-man league. He said it's outrageous. He said that means no one's available on waivers. Yeah, I mean, I host a 32 teamer. Yeah, yeah, it's really not, right? Mhm. I guess I assume Tony's talking about a non-IDP because there's not a lot of people on the offense from week to week. But I know in the one that I host, it's we have 5 offensive starters and 4 defensive starters. And real quick before I play a song, Jamie, Crispy said Boston, Bell, or Bernard. Damn, for sure. All right. Thanks for the super chat, Jamie. I just downloaded the song. About to pull it up right now.
You sound like a scrub. When your wave of claims become your prayers, you done.
Tony said I didn't know it was soccer season, bro. Only assholes call it soccer. It's called football, okay? I think it just might be on yours that it's low. Is it low for everybody else? Satellighter, what up, bro? Y'all stream defenses like it's crack, but mine's stacked like a dynasty. Your roster's full of has-beens, mine's future Hall of Famers pedigree. This a league shot, fantasy football, homicide. Yeah, man, this shit goes hard, Jamie. Precision league shot, got you leaking points. This the definition. League shot. Bus boy, you the trash talk king, more like the king of the waiver wire. Every pickup you make flops harder than your marriage tire. I study film, you study memes, scrolling TikTok for advice while I'm stacking wins. You stacking excuses on thin ice. Bench warmer, you're running back stable, more unstable than your marriage vows. Bell cow 1 week. And Shad said you and Landon said this is hard. Hell yeah, bro. Jamie's on YouTube. He's not on TikTok, but the guy you hear talking, that's who made the song. And Shad said, so you draft every single person in the league, at least every single position in the league. You know, not every person in the league is going to get drafted. Yell at the screen all you want, your players still ain't producing. This the warning shot. Next one's the season, no refusing. Waiver wire fraud. You just sleep pick guys, sleeping on a job. And Cole said missed out tonight. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna post tomorrow's draft. We're gonna get to the point where we're gonna be able to draft like two games, 2 drafts per day. I know we're gonna get up to that status. Okay, and Chad said, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. And for this tournament, I made it very easy with the defense. So if you've never played with defense before, this is the league to get in because it's very, very easy. And Brazil said Jamie over Eminem. Hell yeah. And yeah, so Shad, this is the league that you want to get in if you ever wanted to dip your toe into the IDP world. And trust me, you definitely should. I have made it very easy to where you only have to draft 5. You only have to start 5 defenders, and they can literally be any position. And so for me, I usually draft like 10 or 11. and it's not that hard to draft 10 or 11. And Tony said, been watching NFL since '92 and been playing fantasy since 2003. How about y'all?" So I can't even remember when I started watching football. Probably '94 was the year that the Chargers went to the Super Bowls. I probably started watching it a lot then, and then been playing fantasy since 2006. What about you, Jamie? There you go. Nice, nice. Yeah, dude. J Man was the guy who got you into fantasy. That's cool. Okay, nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. And Tony said if you had to guess, what year fantasy football began, what would you say? Wasn't it 1969?
69, dude.
Pretty sure. I think it was 1960. Raiders front office, yeah. And you know why? You know why? It's because they hated their team so much that they were like, "Wouldn't it be cool if we could just draft anybody and get anybody on our team that we wanted to, and not just our team that sucks?" That's so funny, man. Like, shout out to the Raiders for having a team that sucked back then, and yeah, because I mean it dude, it's crazy because like the way that I got introduced to fantasy football, also at a restaurant, it was when I worked at Subway back in the day. So what happened was I got arrested 2 times in the same year. I got arrested the day of the Super Bowl, and then I got arrested the opening Thursday game of the season. And I had to stop doing everything that I was doing. And then I started working at Subway, and this random dude was like, "Hey man, we're drafted." Like this is already after the season drafted because I got arrested when the season, like the day the season started, and I had to stop doing everything, and I had a friend that worked at Subway, and he got me a job just so I can start getting some money to pay for lawyers and shit. And then I got introduced to fantasy football. I don't even remember the guy's name. Like he was only in my life for like a couple months. I don't even remember. And then that was it. What up, Cali Jam? Dude, I posted it. I posted the link in the chat. All right, sounds good, Brown. You'll be first on the grade. If anybody else want one, yep, Cali Jam, you'll be next. Brown is always on the clock. Yeah, it'd be crazy. Tony said, I bet Taylor Swift doesn't even like football and Travis Kelsey doesn't like her music. You know what's crazy? I saw that Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift, they're getting married at Madison Square Garden and they're selling tickets for you to be in attendance for their marriage. How, how, how crazy is that? Yeah. At the end of the day, man, how many marriages, if we put a percentage on it, how many marriages happen, for money just in general? No fucking way. Landon, hold on. Landon, he said, this is crazy timing that you mentioned this. He said, my aunt is literally selling her jewelry for a ticket. That is insane. That is insane. Like the tickets, like to buy, like close as hell. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like 10,000 plus. And like, I don't even know how much the nosebleeders were, but I know they were like hundreds of dollars. They weren't like $50 for the nosebleed tickets. Callie Jam said she's worth a billion. I mean, Travis Kelsey's the one who's he's the one who's trading up as far as like, finances. That's for sure. And he can also sing. Yeah. And Tony said Taylor's had about a million ex-boyfriends. Why would anybody want to marry her? I mean, just like what we're talking about. I mean, I mean, that's what we're saying, man. I mean, a lot of marriages happen for money, like either way. Like, I mean, it's like Taylor Swift is trying to get to Michael Jackson status, and I think like no, I said trying. Like she's not gonna succeed, but trying. And yeah, no one's gonna make it, man. Like Michael Jackson's been dead for 17 years and he's still like he's number one. He's number one on Spotify right now. And like Spotify didn't even exist when he was alive. That's just crazy. What the heck? Oh, man. And Landon said, "No, Drake's ahead by a billion listens." Nah, man, nah. I'm sure he could name a bunch. I mean, Drake but Drake but Dr yeah, and but, like, Drake, I think he just dropped, like, 3 albums at once or, like, something like that, like, I don't even know what it was. I think he dropped a triple album or something. But, like, yeah, he was only on Spotify at number 1 for, like, just the day that it dropped, and then it went back to Billie Jean being back at number 1. No, this is, like, a week ago. Y yeah, I thought so too. Oh, Landon said he was always first, bro. No, he wasn't. It just went up even more. Yeah, yeah. Tony said, "They say there's no such thing as an exclusive relationship, everyone's cheating on each other." I mean, it's monogamy that's what makes people cheat, you know? If it was okay to fuck anybody you want, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of guys who, like, they probably think they can bang a lot of chicks, but, like, like, they probably can't. But, like, either way, like, it's like, the cheating's really only based on, like, the opportunity, right? Like, I mean, there's some guys who have, like, 0 opportunity to cheat for whatever reason, then there's some who yeah. Tony said phones and social media destroyed relationships. Yeah, well, I think it's because, like, with social media, like, almost anybody in the world is attainable, right? To get into a relationship with, at least in maybe some people's minds. And, like, back in the day, before social media, it was like the people you went to school with, the people you knew in your city, the people who you may have worked with. Like, that's it. Those are the only kind of people that you can get in a relationship with. The Russian mail order brides, right? Antonia, what did you say? So I thought Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott were NBA players. It sounds like NBA names. So I can't name one Drake song. I don't like modern music. And yeah, and then Landon, he said that the Kendrick diss album was but I mean, I really don't like either one of them. So it's like people can get into that and they're like, this was the greatest like rivalry ever. And no, it wasn't. It's just like the only rivalry that like actually happened, but no way does this like take over like any kind of like Tupac diss song, you know? Yeah, like 50 Cent and Ja Rule. 50 destroyed Ja Rule. You know what's funny is like 50 Cent back before he made Get Rich or Die Trying, he was doing a lot of mixtapes in New York. And I can't remember the mixtape name, but I remember one of my friends bought it for me in high school. She just like I don't know, she saw it and was like, "I know you like 50 Cent, but check this out. It's one of his mixtapes." And like he dissed everybody. Like he was trying to get anybody to just respond to him at all. It was like I do not even know what the song was called. I don't even know where the hell that album is, that CD is. But does anybody know what the 50 Cent song would it was called that he dissed everybody and it was on a fucking mixtape in the 90s? And Landon said, I respect Michael Jackson, but I just prefer Drake. Oh, I mean, that's fine. People can prefer what they prefer. I'm just saying, I think that what we were started by saying was like, no one's like as famous as Michael Jackson. That's what we were saying. And yeah, but I do think Michael Jackson's music is a bit overrated. Well, it's a bit overrated because you like a sound now versus then, but I mean, yeah, it can't be you can't be overrated when literally 2/3 of the world is like rocking with you, probably even more than 2/3 of the world. They said when he died that like 3 billion people watched the funeral and there was only 4.8 billion people in the world at the time. Like that's like insane. He has a lot of costumes. He has a lot of costumes. And Landon said the massacre that was dropped in '05. I mean, I don't know. Never. I've yet to listen to any like Drake album. And Callie Jam said, "Mama Fanning, it's all good." Okay, look, Ghost Monkey. Okay, so he's heard of it. Was it this one? And so Ghost Monkey said the art of shit talking. I think it was called. He was called the Mad Rapper. Okay. Oh, Landon said it dropped in '05. No, 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 not the one that I'm talking about. Because this was pre Get Rich or Die Trying. This was in the '90s when he was still just a fucking mixtape rapper before he signed to what's it called? Shady. What I don't even remember. I don't even remember what the label was called. But no, he did have other songs where he was like dissing a bunch of people. But this one was before he was famous, and he was literally like it was like he was trying to get anybody to respond to him. All right, let's start grading Brown's team. Let's see. Okay. All right, Brown, Herbert, and Baker. That's a solid combo. It's kind of tough because I feel like Herbert's a B plus, Mayfield's a B, but it's like, how do I split that? I feel like if I split it, it's just a B. Well, even that, would you still say he's an A minus though? Even being in the top 7? Okay. I guess I feel more of him as a B plus. Okay. I mean, it was at the 4-2. I mean, I don't think that was you think the 4-2 is late to get him at? Okay. Because he went as QB9. Okay, cool. A lot of these drafts have been running back heavy. Shout out to Landon for the follow. Shout out to Landon for the follow. And okay, Ghost Monkey, thanks. He said how to rob. My bad. Okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna check that out after. And Landon said you need one more follow for 3K. Man, we're there, dude. I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there. A lot of these, I've been live for over 2 hours right now. So, I mean, we're always live for a long time. We're always live for a long time. Yeah. All right, hold on. But we're so close to 3K. I like it. On We're on our way to 10K on YouTube. We're like right there. Oh shit, even Stevens just joined. Love that show. All right. So yeah, we'll see what Jamie grades this, but yeah, because I think Herbert's a B plus, Baker's a B. I'm just gonna call that a B total. And the running backs, Cook, Walker, and Ramondre at the end of the 9th. That's good value on Ramondre. I think I'm gonna call that. I think I'm gonna call that an A minus because I feel like I feel like for me, Cook is like he's teetering between like an A and an A minus. I kind of feel like he is an A minus, and then Walker is like to me like a B plus, and I think even Ramondre is like a B minus, maybe even a B in our format. So yeah, I'm calling it A minus total. Wide, yeah. And tight ends and wide receivers or wide receiver tight ends, Bowers, Igbuka, Jameson, McLaurin, and Laporta. No, me neither. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, out of those 3. And I'm sure he got some depth, but we're just grading the starters. I think I'm gonna give that a B for that. I mean, it's good, but yeah, just like you said, it's not too top heavy as well. Let's see. Where's the IDPs? Yeah, I mean that's and shit, Jacoby Myers in the 14th, he fell pretty far. He would just get drafted way higher. Yeah. Yeah. For sure, for sure. So let's see this IDP for Brown. So he's got Nakobe Dean, TJ Edwards, Micah Parsons in the 20th round. See, like for everyone who's watching, like this is where he'll get drafted if you don't draft him higher. Like he'll go in this type of range. Because the way they're talking is like he might miss like half a season. Like I don't know like what's true with him. I'm usually not the guy drafting him anyways, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. And JD said, wait, he got Bowers and who at tight end? He got Laporta at tight end in the 10th. And in this format, we have there's 4 total flex spots. And well, no, I guess there's 5 total flex spots. But one of them is a super flex. So there's 4 spots where you could play tight ends. There's no like individual tight end spot, and it's tight end premium. And then Nickamon Worry and then Grenard. I've seen way better out of you, Brown. This kinda ugly by your standards. No, I'm gonna give that a B. Yeah, it might be. I like the Nick Amon-Wari pick, I mean, that not gonna lie, that's nice, but yeah, I mean, Micah Parsons and Grenard, I mean, they're lowering this for me for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a B, though, and Landon said Florney that low is, where did Florney go? Where'd he go? Oh, at the 29th round? Whew, yeah. I mean, that's usually where he's going, though, super late like that. And Crispy, what Crispy say? So I really want to know if the super baby will ever have a big head with no ass. What we oh. Yeah, like I mean, you just see like Travis Kelsey's like former girlfriends and you know some sisters with some curves, and then it's like Taylor Swift just like aboard, just aboard. That's it. And Jamie, thanks for the super chat, bro. We're gonna let's see. Let's do let's finish Browns. Let's see. Okay, so how did this all shape out? So it was, at least for me, a B, an A minus, a B, and a B. So up 2, that's an 87 total. So a B. There you go. Yeah. Well, there we go. You got Brown. Man, I've seen so much better out of you. Was it the one? You know what? He was multitasking. He was playing Phase 10 with his family at the same time. That's what was going on. I have no idea. I have no idea. Brazil, you the man. Thanks for throwing in those gifts on TikTok. Some roses, a donut. I don't know what the heck that is. And we got the goat. Yeah, you the man. I appreciate you, bro. And Brazil said better grade from last night. There we go. Okay, so you'll be after Cali Jam. Cali Jam's gonna be next, and then Brazil, you're gonna be after that. But we're gonna play this song, this Jamie song right now, Smoke Another Bowl, and then we're gonna get into Cali Jam's grade and your grade. Tony said, guys we never heard of shouldn't score TDs. It's bad for fantasy. We hate it, man. We hate it. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, leagues back down.
Yeah, fantasy.
Cali Jam said Peyton Wilson was an accident, but could have been worse. All right.
If you look closely, I don't back down. Every draft I hit, both studs and sleepers. League wide, I run it, hold the crown down. Every little taco you see around me, hold a roster so weak they can't even score a touchdown. Next time you in the standings and see a boss, you ask about me. The champ don't back down. Yo, pretend you acting like a boss, but your picks all trash. First round hero turns zero, now your season in the crash. Talking trades like you got sauce, but you lowball every deal. Still in my leftovers.
Bro, Jamie, you got to have your shit on Spotify, on YouTube. Like, man, you need to start having all your stuff everywhere. There we go, man. Nice.
Every little taco you see around me, hold no roster so weak they can't even score a touchdown. You in the standings and see a boss, you ask about me. The champ don't back down. Fantasy fraud, you sleeper expert, more like expert in sleeping through wins. Your receivers dropping balls like you're confident. Zero spins, I study matchups, you study less your stats. Outdated fool, while my lineup shines weekly, yours looking like a joke in school. Competition that one lucky week like you built a dynasty, but we see the truth. Your team's paper thin, full of injury. I'm the undisputed king. Your peasants fighting for scraps. Straight offers laughable. I decline faster than your collapse. You stream QBs like a junkie. My consistent every Sunday. Bartusa Perchy trophy vibes. I'm taking all the money. You really thought you could hang now? I've been running this league. You just here for the participation tag, screaming at the TV, still losing every matchup. This the first one. Next one got you packed. Select spot, flopper, keyboard GM talking big, but zero rings on your shelf. Your whole squad underperforming, fantasy debt by itself. Group chat full of excuses, real life full of nothing. I dominate from wire to wire. You scraping for something, all walk no bite. Pretend managers in the mix. I'm the final boss. Y'all just NPCs getting kicked. I'm untouching the standards while your season's in decay. Off-season research wasting, now your season fades away. League laughing at your moves, points tripping like a freak. Knock out the
And Patrick said, is Rice good for best ball? Yeah, I think so.
No coming back. Season's over. It's a wrap. You're done. Slaughter, no playoffs for you. Sucker.
Yeah. Dude, Jamie, these songs are badass, man. Yeah, man. Shit's fire. Shit is fire. All right. And for Zills, I got to do a 420 crew song where everybody drops a verse. Crispy Brown. That man, that'd be cool. Dude, that'd be super cool. And Brown said, ha, love you guys. Hell yeah. You the man, Brown. Fuck yeah. Okay, Cali Jam. Dude, going crazy with the QBs, Lamar, Dak, and Goff. I'm gonna call that an A. Nah, we've seen better. Because someone had like Josh Allen. Is it- I saw a better trio a couple days ago. It wasn't better by much, but it was better. I think top 4 picks. Not saying it's not. I just grade the other one higher because of it, because I think it's a little bit top heavier. But either way, this is an A, and I don't give out a lot of A's and A pluses either way. Like I think I've given out 2 A pluses like this season for positions and only a handful of A's. Been more A minuses. There you go. And Frizzell said that's the S plus tier. And running backs, Bijan, Swift, and Dobbins. I mean, it kind of falls off a cliff. I mean, you like Swift. You like Swift more than me, also. I like Dobbins. I think that he got really good value on him. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna give it a B plus. And wide receivers and tight ends: McBride, Flowers, Metcalf, Washington, Parker Washington, and George Kittle is in that as well. Yeah, I was gonna say a B as well for that. And Jamie, is this true? Tony said that the Browns were named after their first ever coach, Paul Brown. If his name was Paul Smith, they'd be the Cleveland Smiths. That's funny. That's the Browns for you. That's the Browns for you. Doom from Inception. Huh. Yeah. And Tony said that he said Khalil Shakir sounds like a rapper's name.
Shakira, Shakira.
Shakira, Shakira. All right, let's see. Where'd Cali Jam start his IDPs? And he already prefaced that said Peyton Wilson was an accident. Brooks, Olakun, the Landman, dude. You got Landman hella late. Compared to where we've seen him go a lot. And then Eric Wilson, and then Peyton Wilson. Yeah, Peyton Wilson definitely shouldn't be in the top 5 just because you can get him later. But I like the Frankie Louvu and Ellis. I mean, you got a couple rounds later also. I'm gonna give it an A minus because of Peyton Wilson. Yeah, because of Peyton Wilson, I'm giving it an A minus. Had you had someone else in there, I don't know who, I'd probably give it an A. But yeah, A minus. And dude, you got Landman so late. He usually goes a lot earlier than the 17th round. No. To me, top 10. I mean, you look at that spot for the Rams that they've I mean, I know it was Bobby Wagner before him, but let's keep going back and like that spot produces like so much points. Yeah. Okay. Who do you have above him? Let's hear your top 13. Just run through it. No, no, just go from 1 to 13. Okay. Oh shit. Crispy said 16 minutes left and 152. Fuck. Thanks. Didn't even know I was on the fucking clock over there. All right. Just made it. Just made it. I took Justice Hill in the 27th round. Thanks, Crispy. Got it right in time. And Brazil said, "Where can I get y'all IDP rankings?" I mean, I think Jamie's gonna send them to me so I could put them on Patreon at 420crew.com. And I haven't done rankings. Like it would take so much of my time that I haven't done it. Like I need someone to like do it for me, like with me telling them like what to do. You know? Yeah. And here, I'm gonna send you the link for the book that I wrote last year. And it's more about drafting philosophy than like players to draft. Cause I feel like the draft philosophy is like way more important than like the players to draft because the players to draft change in every single draft that you're doing based on where you're drafting, who's drafting next to you, like all these things, like it changes. And I'm getting the link right now. And it's a digital book. I mean, it's so expensive to like to actually like do a run of like physical books, but I feel like this one is so good that eventually we might be able to get to it. And it's only 10 bucks. That is it. And this is something that will it'll get the gears turning in your brain for sure with just everything that you need to be doing. And it's the fantasy football draft mastery book is what I coined it. And here's the link. Well, maybe we just have to connect on another one because I don't want to add to this. I want to like create another one, like just like keep it going, and that be like the first in the series, and just more and more as we go. Tony said there used Tony said there used to be a lot of great tight ends. Now it's just not anymore. Yeah, it's lame. And Crispy says, "Dude's gonna pause with about 20 seconds left on the clock in 28. Who is it? Who is it? Let me know." Kill a Cow said, "Love the McMillan pick." There we go. Let me see. So let's fully grade Cali Jam now. So it was an A, a B, A, or wait, they say a B plus for the. No, I think I said a B for the running backs, and then a B for the wide receivers, and an A minus for the IDP. Man, that's still up 5, and that's still a 90. Man, yeah. That is nice, man. That is nice. All right, Frizzil, here we go. Quarterbacks, Hurts and Stroud. I'm gonna call that a B. Oh, shit. I mean, Hurts is definitely gonna be fringe top 10, but I'm gonna text him right now, Crispy. Let's see if we can shake it loose. And running backs. And the running back CMC, Brees Hall, Monty, and Tony Pollard. Yeah, I feel like I want to give it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's like a B plus or an A minus. I'm not really sure. I think, yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm giving it an A minus. Damn it! Hold on one second. Trying to. Yeah, I feel like this is. Yeah. All right. Okay. IDP. Let me scroll up here. Yeah, I'm calling that a B plus for the wide receivers. And so we got we got Sweshinger, Devin Lloyd, Bernard, Quincy Williams, and Montez Sweat. I think I'm gonna call this a B plus. It's like fringing on a B and a B plus, but I mean the Sweshinger, Lloyd, and Williams. I mean Bernard, he's someone that I'm kind of avoiding. So that might be too early. Montez Sweat though is nice in the 24th, even though I try to get him a little later. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm calling that a B plus. And yeah, and Cali Jam say he's been grinding 90, 91, 92 in the last three drafts for sure. And let's see how this shaped out. So we got a B, an A minus, a B plus, and then a B plus. So that's up four total. 89. 89 for Brazil. Good stuff, dude. There we go. All right. Let's play this song. Did I already play it? I did not play it, right? The second one? The league's back down? All right. All right. We'll play this on the way out. I'm gonna smoke another one, and we're gonna get ready to shut it down, but leave some questions. No, I wasn't. It filled up pretty early today. Somewhat early.
It's easy to see when you check my team. If you look closely, I don't back down. Every draft I hit, both studs and sleepers. League wide, I run it, hold the crown down. Every little tackle you see around me, hold a roster so weak they can't even score a touchdown. Next time you in the
Genty, Amon Ra, T-Law, Nico, Trey Henderson, Lloyd and Willis, yeah. Love and Willis, yeah. Yeah. Dang, Evans went in the eighth. He's usually going a little earlier than that. And Frazil said, should I have gone Caleb over Drake? No. So he was the one that we just graded. So he's talking about Drake London at the 3-3 and Caleb went at the 3-7. I mean, if you would have had Dak instead of Hurts, I bet Jamie would have liked your team more with the QBs. And if you would have drafted a QB in the 5th and then a wide receiver in the 6th, I bet you it would have looked better also. I mean, he could have had Knicks, Mahomes, Stafford, or Murray. I mean, those were the next 4 drafted, just for example. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's a way that it seemed like in this draft specifically, high insight's 2020, you never know how shit's going to pan out. But yeah, if you would have taken a quarterback with the 5th and then like Flowers or another wide receiver with that 6th, I bet your team would look a little better because CJ Stroud sucks as a QB2. And I've had to draft him as a QB2 and it sucks. He went right after Mahomes. I mean, a couple picks. See where to get drafted here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. He went at QB 16. Yeah. What is it? That's it. That's it. We're done. We're getting ready to get out of here. Sending it. Okay. It's Fantasy Football Hustler on YouTube. Mm. All right, here we go. Hmm. So Cali Jam said, "What side? Trey McBride, Shaheed, or Kyren, Corum, and Kittle?"
They trying to bring me out top 12, that's a joke, straight cap.
I mean, this seems like it would be like a real team specific like type of thing. Yeah, I think I like the Trey McBride side a little more.
Dropping dimes in the street, Super Bowl champ, ring on my finger, confetti in the air, come back king. Fourth quarter pressure, I live there. Arm talent crazy, D-ball laser, 60 yards on the dime. These young boys fold in the pocket. I stand tall, never mind the time. Play through broken thumbs, back spasm, still slinging that rock while they hype the next big thing. Man, that consensus can suck my.
Brazil said, "I like my PC setup. I'm just chilling in bed right now on TikTok. You the man. All good, bro."
Consensus wrong, media sleep. I've been balling since 09 for picking the draft, veteran killer and get up, put some respect on my line. Experience matters. I've seen A coverage, A blitz, adjust at the line, audible magic. Y'all still reading the scripts. Rams turn me loose. McVay and me, we lit up the league. Devontae Adams keeping our core, but even without him, I feed the knees. Stats don't lie. 65K yards career, smoking over 420 plus TD stack like bricks. Playoff wins when it count. Y'all choke when the spotlight hits. They love to flash the new face, the TikTok highlight reel, but when the game's on the line, it's the gunslinger they feel. I got ice in my face, fire in the throw, legacy steel. Top 12 locked in, tell the haters how it feels.
So how do you know when to take a vet wide receiver over a rookie wide receiver when it gets to round 7 through 10? I'm usually just not taking a rookie wide receiver in those rounds. I'm just kind of avoiding them in those rounds. I mean, because we're talking about these drafts specifically, not, everywhere else. So, yeah. All right. Getting the hell up out of here. We're good. Look, Jamie's super critical of all his work now. I like it. I like it. All right, guys, we're getting the hell up out of here. Jamie, thanks for coming through, bro. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys. And if you're on TikTok and you haven't hit the follow button, make sure you hit that follow button. And yeah, Jamie, thanks for coming through, bro. Peace out, everybody. We're shutting down TikTok first. Yeah, I got to shut down all these things in order now. And then the vertical peeps.